Hi everyone. Let me wait a little bit to see if there is someone coming online. Hello everyone. Hello. I don't know if there is someone joining. Let me just wait just a moment and then I'll just continue. Otherwise, yesterday I did a live and I liked it. I think I'll be doing lives because it feels more connecting and yeah, I really like it. I hope that you like it. If you happen to join, just leave a comment, say hi, say where you are joining from. Let me just wait a minute to see if there is someone joining. Otherwise, I will just start. Yesterday, I was talking about alignment and why and how you cannot come to alignment unless you have that connection with soul and to be authentic and to live an authentic life. You have to learn how to connect with source, with soul. And today I want to talk about alignment again. And I am going to talk about alignment and your value, especially if I am talking to you as a woman. I am talking about how you cannot really come to your authentic self if you do not understand, if you do not know your value, if you are not showing up in your value, if you don't understand how valuable you are, if you don't understand your worth, you are not going to be authentic. You are not going to align to the authentic version of you. So alignment, welcome whoever is joining. I'm talking about alignment and your value and you knowing your value. If you keep on showing up, and for example in relationships, if you keep on showing up in a way that you don't know your value in relationships, you are not going to align to your authentic higher version, because your higher version, your authentic version, it is a version of you that knows their value. They know their worth. So when you are starting to align to your authentic version, there are some relationships that probably you will feel that your soul is no longer aligned to, because you have been showing up probably in those relationships in a way that you were not showing up in your highest value, or not knowing your value and your worth, and where you have been selling yourself short. Hi Amir, where are you joining from? No, I'm not English, I'm Kenyan, but I live in Austria. Thank you for asking. Where are you joining from? Yeah, hello. Yeah, nice to see you all. Yeah, hi. Hi, Gino. Hi, RL. Yeah, I am talking about you. When you start to come to authentic version, you also have to know your value, like your value as a human being. You have to start understanding and seeing the places where you have been showing up not in your value. Where are you people pleasing? Because if you are people pleasing, You are not understanding your value. You are not showing up in your highest value. Where are you settling in relationships? If you are still settling in relationship, different relationships, whether they are romantic or whether they are other kind of relationship, and you feel that you are settling, you are not showing up in your true self, it is that you are not understanding your value. And to align to your authentic self, which I have said that your authentic self is a place where you are most joyous, where you are peaceful, where you are happy, where you are fulfilled. That is your highest version. That is your authentic version. Your authentic version is happy, fulfilled. It is peaceful. And if you want to live in that place, in that dimension where you are happy, fulfilled, where you are purposeful, where you are inspired, you have to understand your value. You have to understand your worth, especially for women. Where are you showing up in relationships? Not knowing your value. Where are you people pleasing? Where are you not speaking your truth? Hello, are you? I cannot read. I think the name, I think it is, you're writing in Korean. Are you in Korea? And do you understand English? So, I am talking about your value and rising to your authentic self, because I talk about authenticity. And your authentic self, I have said it, that your authentic self is your higher self. It is your self that is aligned to truth, that is aligned to God. And to show up in that version is happy, that version is fulfilled, that version is in their purpose, that version is in peace, is in unconditional love. To live in that version, you have to start understanding your value. You cannot be showing up in relationships not knowing your value, selling yourself short, not in your truth. You cannot show up in relationships when you are people pleasing. Living in your authentic self, it will take confidence. It will take boldness, because it will take you living the version of you which have not been showing up authentically. And it is not easy, because that is a version of you that you have been identifying in and with for a long time, and now you are called like to shift from that version to come to another version of you, and your mind will not like it, because you have identified with a version of you which you have built that is not authentic, and you feel comfortable with it. That is your comfort zone. And now when you start to shift to an authentic version of you, you will find that the mind will have resistance. That is an old version of you, but if you want really to live a fulfilled, joyous life, to live in your purpose, to live in your calling, it will take you that you live in boldness and you abandon your old version and you tap into the new authentic version. Living authentically is not for the weak. It is for people who decide that they are no longer going to people please. They are no longer going to live just in the norm of the society or in the culture that they are in. It is for the strong. It is for the people who decide to live in alignment with their God self. It is for people who decide to live in truth, to live in the rhythm and in the original purpose of God, or that God had for their lives. And that will take boldness, that will take courage, that will take persistence. So if you are desiring to live in your highest version, it will need you to do a little bit of work, a lot of inner work, and to accept that responsibility, because it is your life. It is your life. And you only have one life to live. Let's assume that. Many people, they have one life to live. And now it is up to you to decide, are you going to live your life authentically? Or are you going to spend the gift of life that you have been given in a version of you that is not happy, that is not fulfilled, that is just copying people that do not know themselves? Or are you going to take the bold step of faith and start tapping and believing that you are going to come to your highest version, to your authentic version? Because it is only when you tap to that version you will find your true joy. You will find your true happiness. You will find your true purpose. It is all there. It is all there. Because your authentic version, it is the version of you that is aligned with source, with God. I don't know if you are getting me. But I tell you, if you start resonating with this message, and you feel, if you feel called to this message, and if you understand this message, because this message is not for everyone, because coming to your higher version, it is something that you are, to me, it is something that you are invited to, and it is a certain point in life that you come and you start understanding that life is more than material, life is more than physical things, and you start understanding that happiness, joy, peace is important, is the most important things in this life. This place, many people will come to this place probably after they have awakened to the truth that money is not enough, that money is not all, that physical achievement is not all, that success is not all. And now they want to find peace. They want to find joy. They want to find happiness. And that is the message that I found that Jesus was speaking of, the kingdom of God, that is love, joy, and peace. And if you come to that awakening or to that realization, that is when you start desiring to live in your authentic self. Because many people, they spend most of their life trying to people please, trying to be like so and so, trying to achieve physical success, which is not bad. But at a certain point, one realizes, and some people realizes, that is not all. That is not all that life has to offer. Life is more than that. Life is not physical things. Life is not just money. There is more to life. And it is when many people come to that know they understand the importance of happiness, of fulfillment, of joy in life. Yeah. But what I am talking specifically today is about to come to alignment. You really need to know your worth. You really need to know your value. You really need to know your value, because it cannot be that you are still in relationships that are not aligned and you are waiting for alignment. If you are in a relationship, I am not saying like you get out, but if you keep finding yourself in relationship and staying in relationship that are misaligned, you cannot come to alignment, with source, with your true self. If you are in misaligned relationships, if you are in misaligned situations, like a career that is misaligned, it will be hard for you to come to your authentic self because you are already misaligned. And if you check yourself, you'll find that you are not happy, you are not fulfilled, because alignment will come with happiness, will come with fulfillment. Alignment will come with happiness, will come with fulfillment. So if you find yourself in these misaligned life situations, it is because you don't have alignment. And it is the bold that will take a step to find alignment, because if you start to find alignment, probably you'll find yourself that you are called to leave some relationships, to leave a career that you have been, to move, to move from where you have been living in. Maybe you will no longer be aligned with the friends that you have been aligned with. So maybe you are no longer aligned with the faith or the beliefs that you have been living in. So when you start to desire and you start to work towards your alignment, whatever is misaligned in your lives will start screaming to fall off. But now the question is if you are bold enough to take that step and to allow whatever is falling off, whether it is a relationship, whether it is a career, whether it is friendships, if you are bold enough to allow them to fall off. But the door to alignment is always opened to every one of us, because it is our divine right. We were born in alignment. It is our divine right to be in alignment with source. And in fact, it is our natural, in quotes, it is our natural way of life when we are connected to source. When we are connected to source, we are in alignment. So start to know your values. Start to see where you are not showing up in alignment, where you are not showing up in your value, where you are not showing up in your value, where you are Just start to see in relationships, are you settling? Because I am talking about your value. Do you know your value? Do you feel your value? Are you people pleasing? You know, those kind of things. Yeah, I don't know if somebody has a question. If you have a question, you can ask. Hello. If you have a question, you can ask. Otherwise, I will be going. I'll be signing off if there is no one with a question. Yeah, but I really like doing these lives. And if you would like me to talk on something, you can just type. You can just type. But I really love doing this. So if you have a question on alignment or in any other kind of question that you have, feel free to ask and I will be glad to answer. Otherwise, I said yesterday that I have monthly coaching groups, live group. You can sign or you can check on that. If you like to join, you can join, or you can just try with one time live session. I also have a one-time live session where you can try, and if you like it, maybe you can join the membership, but just to see how it is, where I'm offering support, where I'm helping you in alignment to your authentic self, alignment to your higher self, alignment to your soul, alignment to your purpose. Because when you come to alignment to soul, you will see that your purpose, you will see that your relationships, you will see that your finances, they will also start being aligned, coming into alignment. When your soul is aligned, everything else in your life will start to be aligned. Are you getting me? When you are alignment in soul, when your soul is aligned, areas of your life, other areas of your life, they will also start to be aligned. Your finances, your career, because now you will come to your purpose. But you have to work on those things that are hindering your alignment. And that is why I talk about the importance of doing inner work. If you need to do your inner work, and even if you don't know what is that, and you want to start and you want to work on different areas of your life, just you can check how I can help you in my website, how I can support you, or any other coach or any other person. Yeah, but start doing. Even if you'll not work with me, I will say that where to start from, even if you don't work with me. You have to start working on your beliefs, things like your beliefs, what you believe, because your beliefs control your life. Work on your mindset, reprogram your mind. Those are things that you should do so that you start like making your path to alignment easy, or your way to alignment easy. Your belief system, work on your belief system. On your shadow self, you know, those are things that you can work on, and you see that your life will start to come into alignment. Otherwise, if you feel called, just check on my website and see how I can help you. I believe there is a way that one way or another I can help you. So otherwise, I'm glad that you joined, for those who joined, and even for those who stayed till the end. I don't know who is that. I'm so happy and I'm so glad that you joined. And I'm so happy that you are here, and you take your time, like to listen and even to write. Those who have written comments, I am glad to see that. It is really inspiring. Yeah, yeah. So I appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next lives. And if you have question, I was glad to answer, but since I don't see anyone asking, so I will just end there, and I wish you a blessed day. So bye bye.